Alright, welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Let's go. No. What did we do last time? Oh yeah, we met the mayor. Gretchen didn't like the mayor, so we don't like the mayor. And we also, oh yeah, we met Reese. That's so typical that I do remember the mayor first, the dog mayor. But yeah, we met Reese, but more importantly, look, yeah, there's something iffy with his illness and his mom, being his doctor, but also his mom. But we found a weird little door in Reese's house. And we're drawn to it through, I think, supernatural forces. So I really want to know what's going on there. And I think we agreed with both Kanika and Stella to break in and see what's in the door. But first, we're on ghost hunting, right? We're at Oscar's house right now. This looks too big for Oscar's house. No, it's the library. Okay. Just read the text. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real and the rest of the night is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. She is not. Booksmart. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you've read over the years. Oh, so many ghost books. So many. So many. So often the ghosts and stories are metaphors for something else. Absolutely not. So, no. Because I don't read these kind of books. I read Turn of the Screw and I thought, I know, it's a huge hit. Everyone loves it. I did not care for it, okay? I thought everyone was overreacting. Didn't like it. Are real ghosts metaphors too? No. They're not. I mean, I don't believe in ghosts, but in horror stories, I don't want them to be metaphors. You know what they can do? They can be a metaphor, but at the same time also actual ghosts. Like, don't be like, there never were ghosts in the first place, it was just our thoughts that haunted us. No! You know, it's not just trauma, you know? I want something manifested. I want the Silent Hill treatment, where, yes, it's trauma and your own stuff, but it's also an actual thing that's existing and it's threatening you. Okay. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark. Its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. I can't believe that. Any library always has some traces of joy in it. Look, there's a cat. Joy. I'm joyful. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't tell in the library. Or you can't yell at the library. It's against the rules. Well, not if no one's there. I think then you can yell as your heart's content. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Oh my god, I agree with Stella. What has become of me? Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is gonna keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. There he is with his outfit. I don't like the outfit. I know what they were going for with this outfit. It's just not my taste, you know? I think maybe it's the tucked-in shirt that bothers me. Yeah. I do love Stella's outfit, and Kanika always looks good, so. And Gretchen, of course, but she's technically nude. Yeah, can't really adapt that to other people. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Yeah, it must be real, like... Technically, you know, or theoretically, you would be like, yeah, relieved that you survived. But I think once that relief is over, you realize you're missing a limb. And that is quite a huge change for a person at this age also to get used to that thought. You know, it's a really big thing. Alexis has been by her side non-stop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. And you've got your spectre sniffing compatriot at your side too. This nose can sniff out any ne'er-do-well we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow. This is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Probably. Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Oh yeah, we invited Avery, right? Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Not yet. Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing, always happy to offer a hand or two. Please tell me you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Oh, Kanika, I guess it's not your lucky day. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. You really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? Actually, that's my thing as well. Like, when people on the internet tell me they saw a ghost, like all those influencer YouTube ghost hunter accounts, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But if someone I know tells me they had an experience, it's more difficult for me because really, who am I? And I do think maybe ghosts are they can have explanations, but we just didn't find the explanation yet, you know, like residue or whatever from something. And so, yeah, I'm not, when I say I don't believe in ghosts, I don't think that I will ever be able to see a ghost. But I also would never tell someone that I know and respect when they say they saw a ghost. I would never tell them you're lying. Because, yeah, I haven't been there, I haven't experienced it, so, you know. I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday. And that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while we all were there. I'm just saying. Anything seems possible right now. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Actually, yeah. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about... Yeah, it was last night, the mine. For me, it was weeks ago, but for you as well. There's nothing unexplainable about a mine collapse. That would be weird of me to say because I had a whole vision. Whatever weird stuff we saw last night was probably just a gas leak. There could always be a rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night. Like aliens. I love that they go, I think that's now the third or fourth answer where we were able to shoehorn in aliens. So you could do a whole it was aliens run, and I wonder if you get an achievement if you stick to it. But let's go with this one. I swear, it's not usually like this. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time. Just not this week, apparently. Yeah, maybe it's me. Yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents. Maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time, and it's decided to be a little more obvious about it now. Sorry for my reading, as always. The leaves are really pretty this time of year, though. They sure are. See? It has its charms. Oh yes! Zane is here! Yay! Oh man, I was looking forward to him. He has a t-shirt. Is that himself on the t-shirt? That's amazing. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. He is so funny. Oh my god, I love him. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. That's the kind of teenager, you know, I would really... I would probably not vibe well with him, but I enjoy him very much in the story. My oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and that whatever foul creature lurks in the shadows chooses to prey on someone else. Gretchen is great. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. I mean, how small is your house? If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Hey, human. Kick ghost ass, okay? All my stuff in there. Oh, that is cool. Okay, looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey. You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. You seriously injured? Let her come with us. Oh. Okay. The thing is, the more the merrier, right? But at the same time, she was just injured. I actually do not want her to get hurt more. Like, I got her out of the cave. And I don't want to put her in the next death trap. Because I'm quite sure every single chapter has a scene or a moment where someone can die. And I want to reduce the probabilities of more than one person dying or anyone at all. I just realized I invited a lot of people and have to save them. But yeah, I don't want to care for Rosalina. I'm sorry, Rosalina. You go back. You go back. What the hell? You're seriously injured. Exactly, you should rest. We'll have this taken care of in a few hours. I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You know what? I don't believe 1 second that when you had your whole leg removed, that you are up and running 1 day later, not even 24 hours later. I don't believe it. Like, even if like American hospitals throw you out to save money or you can't afford, you know, to stay in the hospital for a while, I don't think that's remotely possible. But let's just, you know, what is it? The thing where you believe whatever in for the sake of the story. Okay. Let the pop come. It's best to give her the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn to walk around eventually. Yeah, maybe not a day later. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And a house is one story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. You know, Rosalina, you're not getting the pain meds so you can walk around. You're getting pain meds so your body can relax and heal. You know, that's... yeah. Oscar sighs. I sigh with him. The answer is no, Rosa. You need to rest. As if. I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want a house back. I'm coming with you. Crappy? Since when do you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half the town is here to help. What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember? Girl has learned nothing. Zero, nada. I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I can get. And I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. It doesn't mean that... But Rosalina ignores him, grimacing, but confident as she hobbles forward on her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her. Okay. Oscar, you gotta lay down the law. You can't just... That is... Good lord. Okay, that's Pixels. I also like, you know, there's a little toy for Pixel. And then you have this. This is probably moldy by now. I don't know how long I love this detail. Very relatable. And then I guess this is Oscar. This looks like a painting that Rosalina did of herself and Oscar. Also Avery. Oh my god, that fashion game. I like it. Not sure about the coat, but the rest of the outfit is really cool. Alright, okay. Have I scanned everything? Is that Rosalina? Yeah, probably. Okay. Alright. Oh god, Gretchen. Always amazing. Good. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace. Fireplace. Without care in the world. Sounded like an Australian there. Okay. Looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor. But that could be non-supernatural. Oh, yeah, I see that. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. Oh, it's a very famous medieval picture of like a unicorn in a circle. Don't ask me who did it or how it's called. That's not... I can't. No. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. Maybe it's Rosalina. Like the typical teenage girl stuff where they, you know, Carrie and other movies. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh dear. Could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? Oh. It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same. I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder. But that's normal, right? Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Yeah, but not if more people are in there. That should actually increase the temperature. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. You can't. How do you... Ugh. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Oh, Rosalina. I mean, yeah, I know. You're completely traumatized, but... Wait, Rosalina. If the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I feel a presence. A lie. Why? Come on, ghost. Let's see some real action. No! Don't. You never fuck with ghosts. Like, you... I don't believe in ghosts, but why would I? Disrespect a ghost, you know? I'm scared, let's just leave. Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if you split up and search for clues. No! Don't split up! Maybe you're just shy. Oscar, are you sure there's really a ghost? So many options. We're wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is in Rosalina's room. Great, we found the ghost. Case closed. Good work, team. No, I want to explore. Yeah. Shouldn't she have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Oh yeah, that's Alexis. Man, it's too many people and names. I'm starting to lose, overview. Okay, sorry, I sound a little bit tense. I don't wanna, but I guess I am. We're wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is in Rosalia's room. Yeah, but we don't have to rush here. I'm sure we can deal with it from out here, right? He's a little bit scared. Stella, I've been meaning to ask, do you actually know how to get rid of ghosts? How exactly are we going to get rid of it if we find one? Oh, she probably doesn't know. Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt in some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. I don't think if you don't believe that the whole religious stuff works, because I think you need the power of Christ to compel you. And if you don't have that, if you just have the power of the Bible, I'm not quite sure. Are Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? That sounds like fun to me. Might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. I'm not sure. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Yeah, I actually agree. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Ooh. Okay. Look, many boys. That's probably a huge... Probably K-pop boy band, because K-pop boy bands have so many members. The same with K-pop girl bands. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just stating the facts. And then, what does she have? This looks like an anime or manga. And this is a sexy bunny. You know, why not? Why not? This is Gretchen. And this is the creepy... That looks really like a bloody stain. I love this plushie. Okay. I think we're done here. That feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. I wonder if they're all connected. If I just have the Shining, or if it's all connected. And I'm connected to this one thing that permeates throughout the city. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. Just a stain, Dad. Can we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. I mean, it's a blood stain. I wouldn't... Ooh. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it reason to. Oh, good idea. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Gretchen says it's a blood stain. Ghost blood. Or it's just a rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I think that'd be a bigger problem than what Hula and Stella are suggesting. Well, if Gretchen smells blood, it is blood. I don't know, ghost blood sounds pretty intense. Have you all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? Is it just me, or is suddenly everyone saying y'all? Was that the case in the previous episodes? Because I don't remember if it just appeared in the writing or if it has always been there and I just didn't notice. Anyways, the government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain in the carpet. I made sure it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. What if there's something written under there? Oh, Stella. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Look, look. Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise after all. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Allergies. My nose is not... It's not fine. Okay, we'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh! That is so creepy. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Good. A hatch. Nope, nope, nope. We're going down there, right? We're not going down there, right? The hatch is amazing. That's like... Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, let's go this road. Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. I love that Stella never cares about the impact all of this has on other people. The negative impact. The real negative impact. Like, Rosalina basically lost her leg because of this whole thing. But Stella is all about the excitement, you know, of this thing that caused so much trouble. And, yeah, it reminds me why I don't like her very much. Like, again, yeah, it's... I get why others like her, but there's no basement in this house. At least, we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings though. None of the equipment has made a sound. You know, last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red as dirt. It's as simple as that. Yeah, but if Gretchen said it's blood, didn't she say it because she smelled it? Because I don't think she can even see red. I thought dogs really, they can't see all the colors. Anyway, it's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Oh! Maybe you tested it wrong? It can be blood, right? Okay, Kanika. Look, I like your scientific approach, but can you please believe people when they tell you a scientific fact? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Man, you're enjoying this too much, Stella. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh, do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Okay, whoa! Jump scare. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The picture is not hanging there, but all the other pictures are hanging there. That is weird. Because it looks exactly like Just with the exception of the unicorn picture. The building feels colder and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello, is anybody here? Yeah, let's, there's no reply. Why would I call someone? On second thought, you'd rather not make any calls. Look for your friends in Rosalina's room. Yeah, because that's where they all were. That's why I would do that. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Oh? Oh my god, it's a ditchling! Wait. Okay. Am I tripping? I don't like this one. I mean, I'm not a fan of the ditchling, but this looks worse. And there's the unicorn from the picture. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air's warm and wet and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Wow, Jesus Christ! Oh, Stella. Oh my no! Gretchen! Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Bark, bark, woof, bark. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Stella? Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Stella, are you okay? You don't look so good right now. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. What is going on? If you're caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. Do I know who my father is, by the way? Heck if I know. I'm not scared of father. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Okay, so I'm my own... it's my family. Gretchen, can you still talk to me? Silence from the dog. That's not Gretchen, obviously. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go, please. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Ditchling's still there. You're alone again in this strange garden. Follow her. Should I? You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door, standing solitary in the middle of the garden, appears before you. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. I would do all of this because I feel like this is a dream sequence. So I'm hoping it's not a death dream sequence. God. Another ditchling. And there's the shadow. Another ditchling. Another ditchling. Oh, so many ditchlings. Okay. Okay. So people are very... that's when the miners... Oh, yeah. This is from the picture in the library. Yeah, see that? That's the person on the plank. So I'm in the house. I think they burned down. Also, who's that? It's a marionette. Okay. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, even so slightly more defined. Oh yeah, ew! It has like teeth and like claws and one eye. That's gross. Oh, Jesus! Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Jesus Christ, how many more times am I going to get jump scared? You kids should have just stayed in the library. Play along. Okay, I'll pack real good. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. So that is one of the miners. And this is probably my mom. Like from my family. Like, not my mom, my character's mom, but from my predecessors. Yeah. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Unless you're mistaken, you're seeing the scattered memories of what's left of a life. It's almost like the ghost is trying to communicate with you. Why aren't you possessing me? Why everyone else? I don't even live here? I don't even live here is so funny. And are you trying to tell me this is horrible? If you're going to be mean about it, I maybe won't pack. I'm packing. Please stop yelling. Oh, she's yelling. You are talking about the collapse, aren't you? The one from 100 years ago. Yeah, but let's play along. I'm doing it. I'm packing. Please stop yelling. I'm saying everything in this flat tone because I feel like they look like ghosts. So it's like they're repeating something they've repeated over and over again. So it's more like, you know, devoid of anything. That's my interpretation of this. That's, you know, how my acting makes sense to me. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Charlie, that wasn't a choice. That was just a blip. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Your thoughts are pulled to the symbolism in the room. It's possible the spirit is trying as much to communicate with images as it is with words. There was a goat's head back in the garden, and there's a lamp here. Maybe they're there to mark the passage of time. Oh! So the lamp was before? No, yeah. Does that mean you have to be? No, got the socks? I'm not scared of you. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Whatever you're seeing now isn't the full story. There's more to this than just a mine collapse. Address the shadow. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones even better than these. Oh yeah, my dolls. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning, wide void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. Wayne! Now I'm actually glad to see him. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Talk! Hey man, what's up? How do you get down here? I followed you in. I'm never very far behind. He's following me? I mean, I guess I'm happy actually that he's here, so I'm not complaining. I would be weirded out, but I'm okay now. As he approaches, the smell hits you, sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Oh, Wayne. Shall we find the end of this little maze? Run past him into the void, walk forward into the void. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. Yeah, he hasn't shown anything that felt like dangerous. Even when we ran away from him the first night, he just appeared. Like, he didn't do anything that was threatening. We just assumed that it was dangerous. There's the weird ghosty again. You outside? And it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. Oh, okay, so good. Ditchling. There's the unicorn. Weirdo ghost. Lots of flies. And it's still there. Yeah, it's the goat's head again. You're outside and it's night. Oh yeah, blah blah. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively. Their calls are naturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Oh god. You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Whatever happened here must have happened after both the garden and the collapse. Kanika, you better not be dead. You're my right out of here. Oh my god, Kanika, I'll get you out of here. Yeah, they will not react. So I can't, all those things talking to her as if she is aware of it. I'm not even quite sure if it is Kanika or just a facsimile to freak me out. Who are you supposed to be? Okay, fine, I'll watch another little play. Listen to the figure. Listen to the figure. You quietly let the figure continue. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family. And what it did to the two of you young ones. So, am I as ghost not one of the Scarlets? Maybe my family worked there for them, and that's why they also let my mom and me go, because we were not technically the Scarlets. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So Edwardine and Charlie. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. Sorry, there's a pigeon on the window ledge, and my cat is amazed. Okay. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Who's Enoch? Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Burned? Something tells you that the secret tryst doesn't wind up working out. Oh. I remember reading about Enoch. He took over the mines after the collapse in 1918. Oh, it's good that my character has a better memory than I do. Powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika Mime's handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. You can identify some of the plants in this room. There's Jimson weed, monkshood, and what's either Queen Anne's lace or poison hemlock. Though going off the theme of toxicity, you'd guess it's more likely hemlock of the two. What's that about misfortune and stepping foot outside the holler? Is the town cursed? Oh, an item to quest for when I get out of here. No. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. I'll have to try harder. Oh yeah, the demon face is also gone. Talk. What's doing this? A resonant, a ghost, whatever it is you call it, the leftovers of human existence, festering and forgotten, feeding on the energy of more powerful beings to do this. So maybe my visions are really, like maybe I'm really a medium, and so all those feelings were basically visions, but I didn't have access yet, or they didn't approach me properly. Because in Reese's house, obviously I wasn't allowed to open the door, and maybe we would have had the same thing going on there. Pathetic. What the hell's going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. I'm not quite sure. I forget so much. I'd rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust. And then I can finally tell you more. Oh, there's people I can't trust? Shit. There's so much to discuss when that time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. Do you know the way out? I will soon, but in the meantime you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. That's nice. I really rather you didn't. No, look, I'm not choosy in this situation. I can take care of myself. Oh, come on. Thanks, I appreciate that. Good. I'm glad that you've decided to put your fear aside. Continue forward. You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. That's Oscar. Oh, Jesus. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept... Oh look, the claws. Ew. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So you must be Charles Shaw. It's okay, I forgive you. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damned snake Enoch went behind my back. So you're saying Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse? Oh, that noise! I hate it! Oh, okay. I'm so happy that I'm playing this during daytime, because during nighttime I would be freaked out. Dad, it's okay. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. I think we can't play along properly because we actually do not know what's being said, and that's why they always respond in a different way, because they're going by a script and I don't have the script. I'm just improvising, and obviously I'm improvising badly. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. So, wait, was Enoch a Scarlet or not? This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there, tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I feel so dumb because I don't remember anything I read. We read so many books, people. Shit. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. Is that where you're getting close with Edward Dean in the garden? I don't know, maybe you're a murderer. It seems to me like you killed yourself. Alright, yeah, that's not how it works. Yeah, no, you can't be a murderer of yourself. That's not... No. Stand in silence. You remain fixed in silence as the figure continues. Damn it, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for... I promise. Okay. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. Was Enoch a Scarlet? Was that the reason that the Scarlets caused all of this? But they blamed someone else? And that other family was basically erased from the face of the earth? Maybe. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. But what does any of it matter? Talk. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? He won't tell me. Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. Are my friends dead? They're alive. I'm not sure if they'll stay that way. Ooh! You keep disappearing. It's doing its best to keep us apart, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Let's move on. Let's. You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole Oscar left behind and crawl through. Do you think Wayne is a romance option? I mean, the corpse smell would be a big disadvantage for me, and I think a no-go. Just absolute 100% no-go, because I would just be gagging and vomiting all the time. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against the trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both, all of it and all of you. Climbing up. Oh! Okay, climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Are the bars you're behind metaphorical or are they real? Well, you get out somehow, Avery, I promise. I'd like to see the old man try. No, not one of our brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw. Okay. Okay. Man, they really spell it out, which is good, because I'm dumb. Or rather, well, yeah, I mean also, yeah. But it's mainly my really bad memory, because I don't remember any of the names. So I had no idea who Charlie was, who Enoch was. So I guess the main issue is that the Scarlets caused all this and blamed it on the Shaws. Now I get it. The castle, the goat knight, and the unicorn are likely the estate, Charles Jr. and Edward Dean, respectively. Are they? Okay. So that's why we've seen them all, and that's why we saw, like, the lamb was a young Charles. But that sheds little light on whoever or whatever lurks behind those bars. There's the goat and unicorn again, Charlie and Eddie. But you're someone else entirely, aren't you? Wayne, where are you? Is this what's in the forbidden wing? Holy shit, has my family been keeping people locked up? A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? So, we, Tabitha, and I, my mom, and her mom, were all, and are all descendants of both the Shaws and the Scarlets. Wait, I'm going to be a daddy? Excuse me? That's private. You know, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. I'm sorry, I have something in my eye. Okay. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but how much of the scene is real and how much is broken metaphor? Does Tabitha know about this? Yeah. Is there something like this? I mean, maybe. Because we're not allowed in parts of the estate. That's not what I invited you in for. Where is Avery? I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. Maybe he was the one who showed us all of this. I wish I could. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die, but if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far from Scarlet Hollow as possible. Yeah, the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? I'd kill to go to the beach right now. Remain silence. Why should I trust you? Ah, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. What? Okay. A witch is real. Who's the witch? Reese's mother? I don't know. Are we in the present now or are we still in the past? Oh my god. Look, usually I'm actually pretty good with analyzing and interpretation, but I'm so at a loss. Also, Ghost Gretchen, love her. Remain silent. How does it know that? Interesting interpretation. Who is that supposed to be? A prisoner, just like it said it was. I get the feeling we're nearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close. Oh shit, couldn't ask more questions! Wayne disappears into the dark corridor. You follow close behind. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a room unseparated, the two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Dolls. And the lamp again. Yep. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. I guess we're kids now. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends. Yeah, I figured that, okay? I'm just, you know, having some fun, Wayne. I think Wayne looks creepy underneath this. I think I can see his face and... Good lord, he looks like a bloated corpse. No offense. I try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Oh, that face! No, Stella, no. No. Also, who's that? And there's another foot. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can't even do the voices, you know. You could probably make real money if you put it on a show for people. You can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. I'm not in it for the money. I'm like, yeah, I'm just talking because I'm scared. It makes it easier to cope. Please, don't engage with it while I try to find another door. Alright, a traveling show? And you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I'm listening to Wayne. He knows what he's doing. Little corpse boy. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Whoa, Jesus. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another world. Oh. Gretchen. Oh no. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hedge. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Edie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Eddie? I said Edie, but I think it's Eddie, right? Oh. Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Well, if I'm Charlie, there's nothing to repent for, is there? Because Enoch blamed all this on me and my family. I was killed by Eddie. What did I do? I'm sorry you died. Oh, that is supposed to be Eddie. And because I'm a Scarlet and I get it. I get it. So now I'm not... Yeah, okay. So he was Charlie all along and put us in his position to understand what happened to him. And now we're back to being a Scarlet to us. Okay. You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. I'm sorry you died. You must answer for the crimes committed by your Scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. Avery. Oh, that's Avery's talking, but it's Charlie, actually. I want to die, please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. What? To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. I don't prescribe to that. I think it's awful to say that. Like, there's a difference between, like, the sins of a society, you know? But individually, no. No. And again, it depends on... Of course I live with a privilege, right? Although, looking at Tabitha, probably not that much of a privilege. So I understand it, but still... Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. I actually don't want to... I don't even know what my full opinion... Because I think it's quite a philosophical question. How much are you responsible for the sins of your forefathers? Because there's certain sins of forefathers. Like, if your grandpa... you know, had an affair, then you're obviously not responsible for anything of that. But if your grandfather was a Nazi, or your great-grandfather, you know, then did you in some way profit from that? And that's a more difficult question to answer. And we have not the same, but a similar scenario here, where the forefather did something really horrible and profited a lot from it. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. Yeah, but how many years? You're on trial here, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. Advocate for yourself. If you're putting me on trial, you need to give me a chance to present my case. Thank God I'm book smart. Your plea is met with silence, but silence isn't judgment. Keep talking. For all your focus on the collapse and your death, have you forgotten about Eddie's pregnancy? I'm not just a Scarlet, I might be a Shaw. Yeah. More silence, keep going. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? Very, very, very important distinction. You don't need anything from me to move on, whether you realize it or not. Nobody's keeping you here but you. I can't give you closure. The memories you showed me were rife with overblown metaphor and exaggeration. How can you possibly pass judgment on me if you're no longer anchored in reality? You were told to leave repeatedly. You knew the risks and chose to stay anyways. Why should the sins of our forefathers be passed on to me, where Charles Shaw's sins passed on to you? Like this. Let's be nice. I can help actually right the wrongs of your past, but only if you let me go. A fresh tension bubbles up in the air. You're almost out of this. Oh, you don't need anything from me to move on? I'm scared that one of these is wrong. You don't need anything from me to move on. Yeah. Whether you realize it or not, nobody's keeping you, but you. I can't give you closure. The jury box is pulled away as you are brought face to face with the spirit. It's time for your closing argument. You don't need to take anything from me. You've kept yourself as a prisoner here, just like you've kept all of us. All you have to do is let go. After all these years, someone has finally heard you. I'm going to find out the truth of what happened to you and Eddie and your child Charlie. You can finally rest because your burdens are now mine. Yes, I like this one. Because it means... It's not like putting everything on him, on Charlie, you know. It's also accepting my family's part in this. And I do like this as a solution. Silence. Ugh. Played over an hour again. I just can't do it. Because I wanted to go through the whole hallucination dream thing before I ended the episode, and then that took forever. So now we're going back in time, but everything looks nice again. It's what could have been, right? It's very sad, though. Like, Edwardina, what the fuck, you know? That, I think, that felt more like a betrayal than Enoch, because Enoch was an asshole through and through, but Edwardina, she was in love with Charlie, and then she... Like, what was that about, you know? That's awful. And maybe she killed him because she knew it was his child, and she didn't want it to come out, because she knew he might tell people. That's awfully sorry. That's so sad. That's so sad. And so I might be a descendant of him as well. The haunted turnabout, win a trial. Yay! I was so harsh on Booksmart and said I don't need it. I should have chosen something else. But I'm very happy now that I chose this, because maybe it's one of the biggies that could save me through this trial. And then everything fades to black. You come to in a basement of moon, of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, but Wayne lurks by the stairwell as though he's been patiently waiting for you to wake up. Also, if I solved this now, then the house isn't haunted anymore, right? There you are, and it looks like you're all in one piece. Sybil pauses mid-sentence as she notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. This was a close call. Make sure nothing happens to them, or there'll be hell to pay. He practically hisses the words. Oh, sorry, read it wrong. Who? Does he mean all of them? Or is there someone he tries to protect? Is there someone... Huh. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm as she gently guides you out of the library. You're outside. It's real this time, a cool autumn breeze blowing small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out, back to back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. I'll say never change. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so sore. They actually felt everything? I thought they were like illusions. Oh, that is scary. They were actually... Oh my god. I'm the worst horror movie protagonist. Holy shit. I thought they were so safe. I thought nothing happened to them because I thought I had an episode and they were just upstairs, you know, wondering what happened to me. Oh, that is fucked up. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them some tea later. I think I've just the thing. Wait, where's Oscar? Where's Oscar? Mom, this is no time for tea. Jesus, the girl's lost a leg. She needs real medication. Oh, he's fine. Real medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is no different than what Dr. Kelly would prescribe. And besides, after all you've seen, are you really so sure you have that much of a grasp on the real and unreal? Oh. Hula, is it really gone? It was a bit of a Hail Mary, but yeah, it's gone. I didn't have to sacrifice anything. I just saved all of your skins through the power of my master debate skills. I'm just so happy I could help. All that matters is that Rosalina can go back to sleeping in her own home. Yeah, it's over. I don't want to show off. I actually don't want to burden them with the knowledge that something might have happened. You're too modest. It's a considerable feat to reason with a spirit like that. That's incredible. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to make it up to you. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's gotta be over the moon right now. Actually, wait, where's Stella? Man, she is... Where's Gretchen? Oh, Gretchen is okay. She is very different. Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's just standing off by herself. Yeah, I think a lot of it was, you know... Some people get really excited about the idea of something, and then when it actually happens, they can't handle it. I recently saw Animal Country, I think, which is a really cool show about a criminal family. And there's one girl, a teen, and she's drawn to it, like, to the danger. And she kind of wants to... She's... A lot of people on Reddit hated her, but I loved her because she was so innocent, because she had this idea of being like, you know, a gangster bride, and she couldn't handle it. And she was so out of place, and I felt so for her, like I wanted to protect her. And I think that's Stella in a way, that This is the first time she actually has experienced something supernatural, and now she realizes it is not a joke. It is not just fun and adventure. It's not Disneyland, you know? Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost. But this is Stella we're talking about. Go talk to Stella. I'm going to check in with her. Yeah, let's do it one-on-one. Always looking, I want to see the whole of Gretchen. Walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. And I don't think my dear Stella is having an easy time with it. It's Gretchen. God damn it, I'm just getting confused again. Oh, hey, Hula. Whoops, shit! No! What did I... There was another one of those carvings in there. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. Shit! No! Fuck! I missed it! Ugh. I hope it wasn't... I don't know what I did. I accidentally clicked, and I probably could have had a good one. Because I didn't want to talk about the case. I didn't want to talk about the ghost hunting. I wanted to see if she's fine. She hurries off down the road. Fuck. I'm starting to think Stella might be a bit of a flake. I mean, yes, but not the time to say this right now. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. Stella! I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised. She and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. Okay, I need to save now because I actually have a date. I'm going out to eat something nice, and I don't want to be late to that. I love this. I love that they did something completely different to the previous episodes. I think the art design in both the last memory, but also this very hallucinatory thing is really well done. I usually don't like this very surreal, is it a dream or not? But in this case, I guess we actually did kind of, it was like, because Charlie was a puppeteer, he used them all as puppets. And that's why it all was a collage, because maybe that's how he created his stages and his settings, you know, as collages of just random things he put together to create these environments for his plays. And I love... I love how dumb I was throughout. Actually, it was very enjoyable. Hopefully for you as well. I also like that the game itself was quite explanatory. And I guess it's because these episodes were released with time frames in between. So not back to back, you know. And I think a lot of people therefore played these chapter by chapter and not in one go. And with my Let's Play, obviously, you know, it's been a couple of months since we started. So, and my memory is bad as it is, you know. So I will not remember stuff from like 2 months ago that I've read, you know. And so I like that it's actually dumbing it down a little bit to make you understand, to catch you up to speed. So you don't have to do homework. And usually I'm like, you know, let the game tell its story, but this is not the kind of game you play in one playthrough, right? Or that a lot of people haven't played in one playthrough because they started with the first chapter and then at some point, you know, when the second came out, etc., etc. So I think it's a very good writing decision to do it like that. And also to give the people that were smarter and remembered this space where they could figure it out before it was spelled out. Because I know for myself, it's really cool if you figure something out before the story tells you. It's always like, I'm so smart. I mean, in this case, I'm really not smart, but usually I do enjoy it. And I think quite a few people that played it were probably like, yeah, nailed it. And I like the story of this. Also, the impact it will have. And I hope that we get the chance to really talk to Tabitha about this, because this is our family history. I can't remember anymore how far back this would go, like great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, you know, but still it would be really interesting to talk to her about it and to see if she knows it. And also this prisoner sounds like That seemed like someone who's not Charlie, who's not someone from the past, but actually someone who might still exist and who might be in the house, and that's why we are not allowed in the other wing. So yeah, can't wait to play this. I now really have to finish up. If you have any theories, if I missed something or if I got something really, really wrong without spoiling anything, you know, feel free to share it with me. Also, I hope I didn't miss out on a Stella moment here. I completely misclicked. I'm really angry about my... and also, I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't had the Booksmart option. Yeah, very interested in this. I thought I would be able to flirt more in this, but I understand now why that probably comes later. Not the time, not the place, Hula, right? Because I made it such a big deal. And I was like, I don't want to flirt in this game. And now in this episode, I was like, yeah, maybe I will do, because now I have quite a few choices, you know? But yeah, obviously, this chapter was not designed to flirt. Or at least this part of the chapter wasn't designed to flirt. Yeah, share with me whatever came to your mind through this, because this is a very cool story. A lot of stuff happened in this particular part. So yeah, happy to have a conversation about this. And also have a great day. See you next time. Bye bye. This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.